Welcome to the Workbench and welcome to another episode of Wheels Wings TV. Today we have the new 1/72nd scale Robinson R44 helicopter from KP. Let's have a look. So, first and only sprue. These do have Stransky stamped on the sprue, so I don't know if this is just a Reeboks by KP or if they have, if they're kind of part of the same company, but regardless. Got our fuselage halves, complete with the tail boom, molded left and right. Now, you can kind of, if you catch the light right, you can kind of see the tooling marks where the CNC's gone and ground out the molds. I guess you almost like print lines on a 3D part, on a 3D printed part. So I'm not sure how, if those are going to show up after primer and paint, so might need to lightly sand down those pieces. So left and right, and then the bottom with our skids. So that should be nice and strong, and I'll have to try to line up those on the end. Looks like a basic, not sure if that's if that's flash or if that's broken, but whatever that is. Some seats and seat cushions. I guess that's the instrument panel. I guess some control pedals and levers and collectives and whatnot. Got our vertical tail, our horizontal tail piece, tail rotor. Looks like some basic engine bits. Our main rotor with a little bit of flash here and there. Some big ejector pins on the inside, but probably not going to see those. Definitely a simple kit. It's going to need a little bit of cleanup, but I mean, par for the course dealing with you know, quote-unquote short-run model kits. But not too bad looking. Be kind of unfortunate if that's supposed to be a integral part here, but we'll find out in the instructions. We've got our clear parts. We got the, I guess, the main windshield, and then for our doors. So these are. Now there's definitely some lensing on the side windows, but no real distortion, so they're not super clear, but you don't get any lensing on the main canopy here. So what little detail is in the cockpit should be reasonably on view. So that's, you know, could probably give these a little bit of a buff and maybe improve the clarity a little bit, but those, compared to some other KP, AZ canopies, not too bad. Not the best, but definitely better than some. And our instructions. A little history on the Robinson R44, which of course is a very prolific little helicopter. The R44 is of course the 4-seat variant. The R22 is a 2-seat variant. Very affordable little helicopters. more known as a civilian helicopter than military, but I suppose if your military is on a budget, this is better than nothing at all. All right, nice big color instructions. Got all of our seat cushions and seat backs. Go into the bottom half. All of our controls and pedals and consoles and whatnot go in. Nice color callouts throughout. Got our basic little engine detail here. Now, it's not really visible, so I don't know why they decided to, but I mean, I know some crazy 1/72 scale guys out there that would cut those engine panels out and detail the heck out of that. So at least you get a little base if you decide to go nuts on this. So I've got a little hole to drill here on the back. I guess that's probably for the exhaust. So that's probably going to be for the exhaust pipe. Engine gets joined onto the cabin. Clear parts go in. Be interesting to see how well those fit. You might have to get in there and do some filling with some super glue, or possibly even sand those down flush. Anyway, those go together. Got some little engine covers going on. Interior sandwiched between the two halves. Tail rotor and control surfaces go on. Bottom of the fuselage goes on. Our forward window, our main rotor, and Bob's your uncle, we got a helicopter. And they actually give you a scale drawing too. That's cool. So that's definitely a quick and simple. As always, our color guide is on the back of the box. So we've got 4 options for the Estonian Air Force, Polish Border Guard, Dominican Republic, and the Mexican Navy. So we got a couple more military looking drab green camo options. We got some much brighter options. Looks like one rotor blade is done in white and yellow, the other one's black. So definitely a nice selection of markings. And of course our decals. These are the, looks like the house printed AZKP decals. So a little scary looking on the paper, but generally work well once they're on the model. They're all nice and thin. The printing's a little obvious on those yellow decals, but all the other ones look pretty good. Even the green and the red here. Quite a bit of extra clear around some of these, so you probably want to kind of trim some of that off before you hit these onto the model. Not a lot of decals, of course. So this definitely probably be a contender for a weekend build or a long weekend build, depending on how the parts fit together. Because there's not a lot of parts and not a lot of decals, so you could definitely pound this out pretty quick. So the new Robinson R44 from KP. Interesting to see the opposite of what we usually do. Usually we see military aircraft and civilian markings like the C-47, DC-3s, and Harvards and whatnot, but we've got a primarily civilian aircraft in military markings. Definitely a simple little build. Hopefully the fit and the finish mirror that. No sense having a simple kit if you've got to have a whole bunch of work just putting it together. So we would like to thank KP for sending this kit along for us to have a look at. We will be doing a full build review of this kit when time allows. So if you'd like to see more content like this, give us a like, hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. We'll catch you next time.